Hey, Blue Table fans, it's time for our Warhammer Fantasy Bat Rep. I'm here with Josh. We are playing 2,000 points, Orcs and Goblins versus Skaven. We have the great opportunity to use the Frostbite Skaven. Its tenure here at BTP was quite short. I would have loved to have kept the army, but it was time to move it right along. So anyway, so we're playing on the big old 8-footer, but as you can tell, look at this. This is a 2,000 point game, and we are really basically not using half the board, which is just fine. Josh did try and overload the flank, because that's what he was doing, and here's how he did that. He deployed a major unit in the middle to be like, and that was a signal. That was a message, a false message, as it were. An uncoded runner got intercepted, but he was actually a false lead. And so anyway, so he put this in the middle saying, hey Sean, I'm going to set up my army kind of in the middle here, but he didn't. He went bam, minor unit, right, the goblins, and then bam, the black orcs here to crush the flank, and then the spider finally over there. Because quite frankly, if you look at this board, we have this giant impassable piece of something right here. And so now this has created a problem for me because the doom wheels, I couldn't put the doom wheels anywhere near my units. But I needed to put them close enough to his things for them to do any damage. So really what he did is he took this doom wheel out of the equation. By the time this doom wheel is close enough to help, it will not be useful. So, but let's take a look at what's in Josh's army, and Josh can tell you why he made his army this way go.
Okay, so over here we have a Mangler Squig, and that's just a problem for everybody. Nobody likes Mangler Squigs.
My troublemaker unit.
They're about as annoying as Doom Wheels, so we have those. So then we have Biggins with the Battle Standard Bearer Black Orc. This is just core, it's just filling up all the bodies.
Right.
And then we have Night Goblins with spears. And this is just, it's the Anvil unit. So it just sits there and it takes a beating, and it's still just there. And
steadfast,
it's steadfast
for more ranks, usually.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we got Black Orcs, and here's my general. This is Grimgore Ironhide.
I don't like that guy.
So this is the special unit of Black Orcs.
He's a beat stick.
And then we've got the Spider. No Flinger this time, though. So it's just a normal Spider that's running up.
All right, and that, folks, that is a 2,000 point army. It does follow my how to make an army formula with some troublemakers, some heavy hitters, and a couple of really good blocks of central units that can be core or elites. Now on the Skaven side, by the way, this is a very interesting deployment, and I think it's to my advantage, because the first thing you got to ask is who's got the ranged advantage here. And I'm going to say advantage Gately, because I have the poisoned wind mortars right here and right here, so that's ranged attacks, particularly good against orcs and goblins. I have the plague claw catapult. The problem is there's really not much on this flank here, and all this stuff is just going to run up and start gobbling. But I have something really good, which is I have this here. I have this big, giant, very difficult to deal with area of terrain, and I have another one right here. So I resolved at the beginning of the game to put my main blocks here and just move up, take sort of a defensive position where it can't be flanked, and make Josh deal with me. So if all goes according to plan, there's going to be a traffic jam here. If Josh is smart, well, excuse me, one possible move I see Josh making is just moving these guys up but not engaging, and then moving his heavy hitters just in a wide sweep. But again, this being impassable is going to create a problem for that. And so basically the race is on. Can I weaken his units enough so that my regular old Skaven, well, I guess these are storm vermin, but quite frankly, storm vermin are still kind of middle of the road compared to Grimgore Ironhide and his chosen ones, or whatever it is. What is it called?
Das Immortals.
Das Immortals. Right. So, Josh's expert deployment really did put this doom wheel out of the loop. The noobiest Skaven move that you can make is put the two doom wheels next to each other. And then they blast each other with lightning, and they both die from multiple wounds. So if you look at the how to make an army sort of formula that I've been talking about on my YouTube channel, which of course you're watching now, this does follow that. Let me tell you the classifications. Here's my central blocks. You need at least 2. I have a heavy hitter here in the form of the Hell Pit Abomination. Ranged support. Troubleshooters are these guys here. And these are 50 points each for these little units of swarms. And they have an advantage in that I got to see where he deployed everything before I deployed the bulk of my army. Which is, you only had, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deployables?
Yep.
And I had 1, 2, 3, well, this is a war machine, isn't it?
No, it's Chariot.
Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, characters 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11 deployables, even in a whatever it is, point army. So, and the other thing is, so when you start a game, think, can I outshoot my opponent? That'll determine how fast you want to engage in melee. The second thing you should look at is, where are his points? How am I going to win this game? It's a game of scoring victory points. So, quite frankly, there they are, right there. I would, Grimgore I think is about 300.
355.
Yeah, okay, great. I was going to say 350, but that sounded a little high, actually. And then a unit of, 30 Black Orcs is going to run you about 350 with command, at least that, maybe as much as 400. So basically, over a third of the army is sitting there in that one unit. That's a 700 point unit, maybe 750, 800 even, because for all I know he has some kind of magic banner. So that's where the points are. The Manglers, nothing. The Goblins are nothing. They probably have Fanatics in them, which is why I bought the Rat Swarms and the Slaves. It was basically just to go off and touch those off. And the Slaves are interesting because they're just going to kind of hang out here and see if they can't get in a flank at some point in time. They really have no reason to rush up to their dooms. And I usually put them on the flank because the doom wheel, if something goes wrong, like it only makes it this far, because I do believe it shoots the lightning bolts out to the closest thing within 18 inches.
Yep.
That can be very bad. So you got to have kind of a stopgap here to absorb those lightning hits. And that's the swarms over there. And if it kills some storm vermin, I can live with that. This is an interesting feature because the doom wheel shoots through stuff like this. This doesn't stop it.
Right.
But it does make me kind of random movement all the way around. But that's okay because Josh loaded up the flank here. He basically has to redress his battle line to bring his, like, what is this going to kill? What is this 750 point unit going to do? Well, even if it just crushes this is only like 200 and some odd points over. Well, no, it's 200 points right here. That's it. So if I can just make this unit waste a few turns there while I keep shooting, all the better. Bad placement is this, and that was a mistake. I should have placed my less valuable units before placing this thing right here. Because for all I know, he could have gone that way with his stuff. And in fact, Josh did fool me. I placed this over here. I wouldn't have placed this here facing basically the bulk of his army. I would have put it, well, I don't know. Where would I put it? Probably over here. Because it could get the rain. But see, then these guys could block it. But it is true line of sight, right? So there's that. Okay, that's all I got to say. That's my pre-game preamble. I think I went on for about 10 minutes, so.
No, we're at 9 minutes.
Josh has waited an hour and a half for the game to start, so he can wait 10 more minutes. Do you have any comments, Josh? What's your tactical analysis?
First is you always put something in the middle just to kind of see, especially if you know you have way less units than he does. You always put something in the middle. That way you can either go out to this side or totally try and overload this side, which is what I did. The only thing I think that I would have done different with yours is the catapult. Because since it has 60 inches of range.
That isn't obvious. Yeah, it didn't need to be there. I was worried about line of sight because you do get extra scatter for no line of sight.
Yeah, it always scatters.
So if I put it here, it would have been close to the doom wheel, and I would have been blocked by these guys. So it's a toughie. It's really bizarre. Okay, sorry.
All right.
All right, let's roll for first turn.
Spells?
Josh, Oh yes, spell. Okay, roll to go first. Josh finished deployment first. Cocked. 4, which is a 5. Oh, cocked. Would have been nice. I need a 5 or a 6. Nope, I don't get it. So Josh has option to go first or second.
Definitely go first.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so first of
Yeah,
all,
he does need that
squall.
unit. He does need that extra turn.
Squall.
4.
Good.
They're good to go. 4 and a 2.
All right, and then random movement.
You have to choose direction first?
Go that
Okay,
way.
got it.
11 inches.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
That is some altitude on that guy. Orc turn 1 movement phase. The Mangler moved up, and pretty much he just brought his battle line up. A little bit of preliminary constipation right here, and it's on a magic phase. Let's roll.
6 and a
6
2.
and a 2, not much differential.
Another channel.
That makes Sean happy. I get 2 channels, one for the Grace here Unscrewing Bell, and one for the Plague Priest, which I foolishly deployed here. I kind of forgot about him, so just fudge that. Oh, 2! So I will be sitting on 8 Dispel dice versus 8 casting dice. That makes Sean happy. Okay, so I'm ready. Let's have some spells. Let's try and get some spells past old Gately.
All right, this guy
I'm looking for a miscast.
is going to cast Itchy Nuisance on your
Okay.
health hit.
I'm ready. What does that do?
It reduces your movement by d6 and your initiative by d6.
Okay.
All right, so throwing 3 dice at it. And here comes my magic shroom. Uh-oh, that's a 1. All right, so the spell fails. And on
Oh, that's bad.
1, 2, or 3, I take a wound. Nope.
No wound. So,
Okay.
wow, now it's 4 casting dice to 8 dispel dice. I'm ready.
Done for the turn.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
None of your other spells were castable?
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. All right, Skaven compulsory moves. There's quite a few, actually. I am going to do the Doom Wheel. That's going to run that way. And let's roll them. Ooh, that's a whopping 7 inches. That is not impressive. We've got the Hell Pit Abomination. Where? Oh, because what Josh wants to do is run that Mangler Squig right into the Hell Pit Abomination.
No.
Yeah, you do. Shut up. So my thing is, I'm going to try and shoot the Mangler Squig. I don't know, or I'll just take it. He does how many if he hits you?
2d6.
2d6, strength 6.
Yep, armor piercing.
Armor piercing. So that's but I have regeneration, so yeah, you're not going to kill him with that. And does he explode when he hits something, or he just
When-
pops out the other side?
When you touch
No, I
him,
understand that, but what happens when he touches me?
2d6.
I know, but he comes out the other side then, or
Yeah,
he's
he
in
just
close
goes through
combat?
the unit.
Okay, so he continues to live, basically. That is absolutely horrible. Okay, that's why I should have brought more trash units. All right, so the Hell Pit's going to go directly towards your whatever it is. Hopefully I can roll an 18 right now
Right.
and just get into combat. Oh, look at that, 14. That might make it. You want to pull out a tape measure and see what I get there? Nope.
Well, and you are
No,
back
yeah,
a little
14.
bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that definitely doesn't make it.
So you go
So,
right. Wham.
right. I end up right here. Looking very scary, but still well within range of the Mangler Squig. So, I don't know. There's still quite a bit that I could do. Ooh, 8 inches.
All right.
I'm ready.
I got nothing.
Do it. Oh, you didn't bring them.
Fanatics.
Okay.
I knew you'd be expecting them.
All right, well, and you got me, too, because I wasted Rat Swarm money on that. The Hell Pit is going to, or the, whatever it is. Is that really there, or did that get bumped out from the...
Definitely there.
Okay, so chariots take damage in forests, right? I don't want that. I gotta go all the way around the loop then. Okay, but this does, well, yeah, there's no way that's realistic. Okay, here it goes. I'm just gonna skirt this. Oh, awesome. That is 14. So let's go ahead and measure that one out. Josh is the only one with a measuring tape in the entire studio. All the other measuring tapes are gone. So that is gonna make it so that the spider is the closest item, and that makes Sean extremely happy. Skaven, turn 1 movement phase, and I'm going to tell you why I made some of these moves. First off, I have to be careful not to make any dumb move and move this guy like closer to the doom wheel than the spider, right? And blow that whole operation.
Right.
This guy, he's running by himself. Now, first I was going to go up here, because he has a Pestilent Breath spell, which gives him a template. So I'm hoping to get that off on these guys at some point. But the problem is, what does this do? Line of sight, no difficult terrain for the spider, yum, 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 and I'm that much closer.
Yum, yum, yum.
Right? So I don't want that. So I'm just going to kind of hide him out here. These guys, I see no reason to move these forward. Because if I move them forward, then it's charge, charge, charge. And I don't want that. My big problem this phase is the Mangler could potentially put a real dent in my Hell Pit Abomination there. And the Hell Pit actually could possibly stave off this entire unit admirably well. And if they charge the Hell Pit, well, then I can come in with some supporting maneuvers. I did move these up because they're move or fire, and they're 24-inch range, and they put the template on, and it's no armor saves. Strength 2, no armor saves. And that is actually pretty good against those black orcs. So I really couldn't pass that one up. Of course, I may fudge it now that I'm thinking about it and concentrate fire on this unit. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep these guys back. Still my movement phase, so I feel comfortable doing that. Did get these out of the way. They can potentially march up and do something to the Mangler if he gets some sort of horrible roll there. But really, that was the only thing to do with those. Instead of going through here, I did try and get over the right side, even though I may, block myself off in subsequent turns. So let's move on to magic phase. Skaven, turn 1 magic. Results in a 5 and a 2. That's 5 dispel.
Channel. Nope.
Against 1 channel for me. So that is 8 dice.
Versus 5.
Makes me pretty happy.
So you did move those guys then, or you didn't move them?
I just left them there.
So they didn't move at all?
Yeah, they are move and fire units.
Oh, okay, so they can move and fire.
Right.
Oh, I
In
thought you
fact,
said move.
they're the only one that can move and fire.
Okay, I thought you
It's
said
a
move
weapon
or
types.
fire.
Yep,
All right.
move and fire. I may have. Let the record be read. So here's what I'm going to do.
Are you going to ring the bell?
Oh, yes, definitely. I love to ring the bell.
Because the bell does have to go first.
We'll ring out of sequence. That is correct. In the magic phase. If it is struck with enough force, 1 roll for the first turn. Because he's getting it. He's getting ahead of steam up. 3, Unholy Clamor. Unit pushing the bell moves an extra d6. Counts as a charge. They move 1 inch forward.
Chug, 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 chug.
The ants go marching. The rats go marching 2 by 2. Okay, so that was actually not too bad. That didn't put really any sort of crimp in my plans. Okay, so now if you don't mind, Josh, I'd like to do my magic phase.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm ready. This guy can't do anything, so it's all the guy. So he is first going to do Crack's Call. That is cast on an 11 up. Whoops. I just threw a dice on the ground for no apparent reason. And that's cast on an 11. So let's see if I threw 3 at it. Only 7. Yeah, I'm just going to throw 3 at it. Here it goes. I don't want any failed things. Oh, and that makes it 9. That's 13.
Okay, and what does it do?
Total. It's a 46-inch line. Is an initiative test or be destroyed. So naturally, it'll go out here.
To the Mangler.
Yeah, it's probably only a 30 or 40% chance of actually
Oops.
reaching him, but it is.
All right.
Yeah. Because Josh is protective of his Mangler squigs. That's
I
a
got
14.
it. Yep.
So, okay, so that doesn't go off. The next thing I'm going to do is Scorch, which is cast on a 10 up. And I'm going to throw, actually, you know what? I'm going to throw 3 dice at Warp Lightning. Nope, I'm going to throw 2 dice at Warp Lightning. That's a 6 up. It's a 24-inch magic missile, and of course I'm targeting the Mangler. And that's successful on a 12.
And what does it do?
It's D6 strength 5 hits.
D6 strength 5 hits.
Yep. On a 1, the caster is hit instead.
All right, go for it.
Okay, that's bad. 6.
Oh, noes.
Oh, that's awesome. Strength 5. What's the toughness?
4.
Toughness 4. So I'm looking for 3s. Oh, and that's only 5 dice. Looking for 3s. Hopefully I can get him. Oh,
Bam.
yes, that's 6 wounds. Boom!
No more squig.
All right, I have 3 dice left. I'm going to throw it at Scorch, which is a 10 up to cast. And I'm going to get a 16 for that one.
See what I can get.
Throw in the... Yeah, I don't,
Nope.
Yeah, the boxcars is what you would need. It's a small round template within 24 inches. Any model touch suffers a strength 4 flaming hit. Panic ensues. So I'm just going to put it there. I think that's 9 guys, right?
That's what it looks like.
However many. Okay. So strength 4, toughness 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, looking for 4s. -1 to the save. That's 4 hits.
Okay.
Almost perfect. Slightly below average for that one.
Blam.
And do need a panic test for that one.
Okay. Leadership 8. Oops.
And they
Got
love
it.
it. They wish they could get hit with more flaming attacks. They were like, oh, did you get hit with flaming attacks last night? I know I did. Hey, so that, by the way, that was about as good as a spell phase ever goes. I got off every spell, every dice, no miscasts.
Well, you didn't get off the first spell.
Makes
But
me happy. I got off every spell. That's how I'm choosing to remember it.
all right.
I do believe it's called reconstructive history, something like that. Revisionist history, that's it.
All right.
All right.
Shooting phase.
Yes, shooting phase. So go ahead and
Start.
the Doom Wheel is going to attempt to restrain his lightning bolts. And he's successful. Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
It kind of like stood still for a second.
Okay,
so
yeah,
he's
fine.
successful, so no lightning bolts out of him this turn. And this guy is not going to attempt to restrain. So what we need chiefly is the strength of the bolts. He shoots 3 bolts at the closest thing within 18 inches at the strength of the artillery dice. So here it goes. Oh, strength 2. That's it. Wah wah. And so I'm going to need 6s to wound on these. Here it comes.
Well, hold on. Do it one at a time. Because if you kill it, then they go over to the Black Orcs.
Yeah. Or the closest next thing, which would be the priest.
Oh, is it?
I think the priest is a little bit closer.
We'll have to measure it.
So here it goes. Looking for a 6. Looking for a 6. Looking for a 6. Nothing.
Okay.
So, by the way, that was extremely good for Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is a very happy little orc right now. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the Plague Claw Catapult. And you will need to pause it for just a moment while I look up what the heck this thing does.
All right. All right.
Okay, so here it comes. I'm going to just drop this right in the middle.
Blop.
And by the way, Plague Claw Catapult is ridiculously awesome. Oh my gosh. Looking for a hit. Yep, there's a hit. And so that's, I don't know, that might be all of them except the corners.
Looks like it. So that would be
Strength 2 all around. So how many guys is that?
36 minutes. 34. Look out, sir, for Grimgore, though.
Oh,
He looks
okay.
out.
Did you say 34?
Yeah, I have 36 in
Oh,
that
that's
unit.
insane. Well, I'm just going to do them in volleys of 10.
Okay.
So here it comes. It's strength 2, no armor save, so this will just be guys dead for every 6. By the way, numbers say 6 casualties.
There's one.
There's 1,
2, 3,
2,
4.
3, 4. Yep, see?
And then, yeah, 36.
5, then 4 more. 5. 5 guys dead.
All right.
And do make a panic check.
They're immune to psychology.
Oh, all right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't be stopped. Lady Average is going to have something particularly horrible in store for me. And this is a mini version of that.
Okay.
So we are going to just start dropping it on the meaty parts of this unit.
Blame.
So let's do the first one.
Oh no!
There's a hit and a misfire. And a misfire.
To one of the many, many charts in the Skaven book.
Yeah, that's about it. And they all, poisoned wind, miss, yeah, they just have different ones. 5, wildly off target. The opponent can place a template anywhere he likes on 3d6 inches of the intended position.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be that guy. Oh no, that's 14 inches. Whoop. Yep, and I do believe I set it here, right? So 14 inches, yeah, it can...
All right, I'll put it right there.
Yep, there you go. So 1 hit, roll a 6 to wound.
Oh.
Nope.
That's
Okay,
okay.
next
All right.
one.
Here we go again.
This guy.
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? What's It's like a big surprise every time.
Wow, another
again.
misfire. Okay, so here we go. 3d6 inches.
Oh no, what's the result?
Oh, the result. Yes, sorry. A 6, clogged. No firing may take place while the device is cleaned. So, yeah, that's it.
Well, that was kind of
I know.
anticlimactic.
That was, the charts aren't terribly bad sometimes.
My
Okay,
orcs
I've
are
got
like,
five.
oh yeah,
I've
Giselle.
got 5 Giselles, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot at the black orcs. I think that's my best target, unless I can see the spider, which is a, I don't know, they can only see the crew, so I'll
I'd
just shoot
count
at the
that.
black orcs. Jezzails are...
I'd count the crew because it's part of the
Would you?
model.
Do you get a cover? You do get cover, though. It's -1 to hit.
Hard targets -2.
Yeah, that's not going to be very good. It's already bad enough for just hitting anything.
All right.
So, all right, I'm looking for Jezzails. 36-inch range, strength 6, 1 damage. Not multiple wounds, as I had supposed. And on a 1, they hit themselves. Oh, no, a 1 and then a subsequent 1.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Wow, hopefully I have a 4+ to hit. I think I'm just -1 for range, right?
Yeah, you didn't move.
Okay, so that's 4 hits, or 5 hits.
Your ballistic skill 4.
3.
So
Crap.
5 hits, so 2
Right.
hits.
2 hits?
Yeah,
No, I
3
think I only
fours.
got 1. I got 4 4s.
Yeah, I got a 5 and a 6.
Did I? Okay. And that's 2 wounds at -4.
Lamb.
Lamb, lamb. Picking away at him. Time keeps on ticking.
All
Okay,
right.
I think that's it.
All right.
The Hell Pit Abomination goes rawr.
Roar. All right. So my turn.